He's V. He's like the big. He is the big question mark character. He was burned in a giant prison fire, and so he has to wear the mask. Never.
Why does this sound like Phantom of the Opera to me?
I know it does a little bit, but it's the Phantom of the Opera
to the extreme without the romance. You know?
Yeah, there's no really romance. There's a lot of fighting though, very gory fighting. It's a great movie.
I need to see this.
It's really long though, so yeah. That was my DVD pick for the week.
Sweet.
Okay, as you all know, we're reviewing Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull today. So, I liked the movie personally. I think everybody else liked it too. Okay, this one was pretty much about, you see Indiana obviously coming back, and he's, pretty much, I don't know how to explain it. He's like captured, would you say?
Yeah, he's captured by the Soviets.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not really one to explain this. Mike, why don't you explain it?
Okay, so Indiana Jones gets captured by the Russians, and they try to help make them find this skull, this magnetic skull, so they can achieve great knowledge. And it stars Harrison Ford. It also stars Kate Blanchett. Yes. And it stars Kieran Allen from the first Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. And it also stars Shia LaBeouf from Transformers, of course, like we reviewed the trailer. And the upcoming Eagle Eye and Disturbia, and even Stevens. He's been in a lot of things. So he plays Indy's assistant in this one. It's kind of a family movie. So let's get to the good, the bad, and the ugly.
My good is I like how they brought back the girl from the first movie.
Karen Allen?
Whatever, some actor. I like how they brought her back because she was like the best girl actor out of all three of the previous movies, and she just made it better, like made the storyline better, and that's my good.
Well, I thought the good was just having Harrison Ford in another movie. I mean, he hasn't really been anything lately, and so bringing him back was just like a cool thing. And he's old,
kind of
still
representing Corey right now.
Yeah, Corey's not here, so I'm taking his place.
Kramer didn't actually see the movie, but Corey filled him in.
Yep.
So Kramer's kind of going to be speaking on his behalf.
Yep. I definitely like the whole Harrison Ford bringing back thing, and I like how Shia LaBeouf got to work with Harrison Ford, because I thought that'd be, since Shia LaBeouf is sort of he's sort of not really a rookie, but he's like
a newer face.
Yeah, thanks Taylor. He's a newer face, so like having the experience with another actor of Harrison Ford's caliber is just probably fantastic for him.
I don't know, I just liked all around this movie. I liked the plot line up until a certain point, then I thought it got a little out of there, but I like that Harrison Ford was used, because I think that if they used anybody else, it would have completely just disregarded the whole thing. A lot of people said that because he was coming back, it wasn't going to be good because he was too old, but I think he did a good job, personally. I liked all the acting. I thought it was really good, so, yeah.
For me, the good was the bringing back Harrison Ford, of course, because it shows that you can be old and still do a good job, and that was kind of one of the themes of the movie. But another thing I liked about it was the how they tried to make it seem like it was back in the other movies. You know, it just made it look like it, was made in the 80s, like the other movies, and it was kind of like when I first saw the logo come up, they used the old Paramount logo that they used in the other two movies. I was like, you guys, look, they used the logo, and everybody was like calling me a nerd and stuff. But I thought it was really just cool that they tried to bring you back to the other film, the time of the other films. And I really like that. And I like the stunts, too, because the stunts they weren't like modern stunts. I mean, some of them were. But they had like him falling through the car window and just ridiculous stunts like the motorcycle scene. That would never happen.
That was the coolest scene ever.
It was
loved the
sweet.
motorcycle scene.
And if you like that, she hasn't seen the other movies, but if you like if you like that, you'll like the other movies. I mean, it's just like the other
movies
movies.
are good. And go to Disneyland and go on the Indiana Jones ride, because that ride is so much fun. It's like the main reason to go to Disneyland.
I mean, Indiana Jones is such a great franchise, and it's just I'm happy to see it back. But every movie has some bads, and Indiana Jones: The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is definitely no exception. So let's get to Matt with the bad.
My bad is I didn't really like it when, you know how they tried to go back in the 80s and try to film it. When they did it, kind of made it look a little cheesy at like the very beginning.
But
when
that's how the other movies are.
I
The
know.
other movies were like that, Matt.
Yeah, but they were, for their time, they were good. Like, they tried going back, like, in the very beginning of the movie when he gets captured, the whole background looked fake and everything.
yeah.
That's how the other movies were. They were all like that. So if you saw the other movies, you'd appreciate it.
I thought the other movies didn't look like really like that, because that was how.
That was
I
the
think
time
they just made it, and then how they went from looking old to all the special effects and everything, like all the big things, like all the alien crap. It was still a good movie, but it just had a couple of little flaws. So that was my bad.
With what he thinks or Corey thinks is the bad.
Corey and I sort of thought the aliens were like cheesy and bad and annoying, and the special effects were pretty like bad. I know it was supposed to try to go back, but if they were gonna do that, at least use like a certain kind of camera type thing or something to make it look more natural. So it doesn't like
Look fake.
Yeah.
Like the whole first 20 minutes.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes.
Like,
were
and then
so...
and then the little bomb scene or whatever, like the bomb looked real, but then like the whole setup and everything, like the sky and everything looked totally fake, and they just put it in there.
And like just like aliens. I mean, Indiana Jones, aliens. Not really. You wouldn't think to see them in the same movie. So yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much my bad. I didn't like the fact that, like, okay, you can use aliens up into a certain extent, but they were really cheesy, there was a UFO, I mean, and they looked exactly like aliens, the stereotypical alien looks like. And so it was almost like, because they could have the, like, technological stuff to make the aliens, it was like, that's why they did it, was because to prove that they could make an Indiana Jones movie look supernatural. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, for me, I don't agree with you guys when you say that the bad is the special effects. I think that it was bad, but it was purposely bad. I think it worked that it was bad. So, if you guys saw the other movies and appreciated the other movies, I think you guys would more appreciate this.
I did see the other movies.
See, I like that they used it, made it look older. I just
Like
think
the
that
other
they could have
movies
made it
were
look
good for
older
their
better.
time, but some of this movie was good. And, like most of the movie is good. It's just like the very beginning of the movie started off bad.
Oh, you kidding? That was just sweet. It was like this big action scene through this.
It was action, but you could tell the background just didn't fit. The background just did not fit.
They could have made it look worse, like older looking, and
They
but they
just
could have
like-
done that better. They could have done it better.
was just
like I
like
respect
purple.
that they tried, but they should have done it
It was
better.
like the whole background was like purple, just like purple. Like
But it's Spielberg, man. He knows what he's doing. I think he pulled it off. But, anyways, my bad was in the beginning there was this. It started off with the logo, and then it faded into like this little rat or whatever it was. This little animal. They tried to take these groundhog or something. And they tried to make these animals. These little animals look cute, and they used it like 4 times, and it just wasn't working for me, and I didn't think it was working for the audience.
No, it just like they showed the prairie dogs. I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and then
It was ridiculous.
like in the first half of the movie, and then like the second half, you're like, okay, was there something tied to the prairie dogs or something? Because
Not
you
at
don't
all.
ever see them again, and you're like, if you're gonna use a repetition like that, you definitely have to tie it into the storyline sometime. It's like one thing if you show the prairie dogs in the beginning and then never show them again, but if you continue to show them, it's like there has to be a reason why you're showing the prairie dogs again.
And then there were these monkeys, okay?
Oh,
There's
yeah,
this scene
the
with these
monkeys.
monkeys, and that wasn't even
and
funny
the monkeys,
either.
They looked like they had like slicked back hair and everything.
Yeah, they looked like they were purposefully made to look like Shia. That it wasn't like Shia was made to look like the monkeys. It was that the monkeys were made to look like Shia, and they didn't look natural. And so you see